I love the way she moves, yeah. When she's watering our garden with the headphones.
Hi guys, what's up? My name is Tess. Welcome back to my channel. I am a licensed esthetician here on YouTube, and in today's video, I wanted to address, I think, one of the biggest pain points for some of my followers and my clients. It is the topic I would say I get asked the most questions about. So I want to give you guys some really helpful tips that I feel are not talked about enough. I do have an Instagram, a TikTok, and a podcast. So those are all additional resources you guys can check out if you are into skin or want to learn more about it. I will leave all of those resources below. First, I wanted to announce this video is sponsored by Skin Store. I have been talking about a form of acne known as acne mechanica pretty regularly throughout quarantine, as I've been getting DMs from followers or clients who are all of a sudden struggling with this type of acne condition. Unfortunately, it can occur from wearing masks. The mask can create a sort of heated, humid environment with recycled air, and it's that added element of a fabric that may not be comfortable that is tugging at the skin, creating inflammation and therefore more acne. I'm obsessed with this mask from Skin Store. It is by the brand Slip, which you guys are probably already familiar with it, but it is a 100% silk material. Very comfortable and very breathable on the skin, not to mention cute. They have a bunch of different colors to choose from. I went with the leopard, but it's very comfortable on the skin, which is so important. You want your mask to be comfortable. You want to make sure you are washing it, that you are cleansing the skin before you put your mask on, and that you are caring for your skin when you remove the mask as well. But I would really highly encourage you to have a mask that is comfortable on the skin and not going to cause inflammation or any sensitization of the skin. Last thing I'll say, the mask is amazing because it's adjustable, so it's not going to slide off your nose, which is super annoying. And I do have a 25% off discount code for you guys, so I will put that below. It's just my name, Tess is the discount code, and I will put the link for the mask below as well. I'll show you guys what it looks like on. You probably won't be able to understand what I'm saying, but I'll just show you guys what it looks like. So obviously super cute. I've been wearing this around the house, taking selfies. It's just enjoyable to wear, so it's not like I dread putting on the mask. I'm low-key actually kind of excited. So love that, super fun if you are looking for a new little mask to get you through the rest of quarantine. All right, let's get into the rest of the tips. Alrighty guys, let's get into some tips I have for you if you are struggling with acne. Now, the first one is accepting that there is no definitive cure for acne. I know it's 2020 and that seems crazy that there could still not be any definitive cure. I know a lot of companies, brands, bloggers, people on the internet put out information to make you believe a certain product or way of washing your face will cure your acne. Now, that's not to say the right product and program can't be extremely effective in managing your acne. It's something I have witnessed myself with my own skin, but there's still no cure. Yes, there are things like Accutane or ingredients like tretinoin that can be really helpful in terms of managing it, but I do think we first have to understand that acne is cyclical in nature. But I think that first tip towards acceptance makes it a lot easier to understand you're not necessarily doing something wrong. It is just the nature of the beast. This is something I see all over social media, especially on TikTok, and for the most part it's coming from people who are not experts in skin. Rather, they see the opportunity of putting out content with the hook of promising you clear skin, and I think it's really unfair to do that. Usually this type of content is coming from somebody who had a personal experience with the product. Maybe they noticed a change, a positive change from a product, And that may be the case. There can certainly be products that are helpful for acne, but to label it as a cure, I think is really misleading, and it sets people up with an unfair expectation for clear skin. And I think it is more so damaging on people's self-esteem because they feel like they're doing these things, but they still have the acne. So that's something I wanted to clear up first and foremost. The second step I think is really important in improving an acne condition is getting on a customized, personalized home care routine with professional product. I believe in professional product. It's been clinically proven to work, so I think that is the best way to save yourself time and money. And it's important that you have somebody customize a routine specifically for your skin. Chances are you have tried putting together a program yourself, and having a professional opinion can help you really zero in what exactly your skin needs. Now, with a strong home care routine, I think it should prioritize adequate cleansing, really keeping the skin clean to minimize bacteria and infection, but the skin should not feel dry or stripped or tight. And secondly, you should prioritize water-based hydration that gives the skin hydration and nutrients to recover from acne trauma. But in my professional opinion, it can be helpful not to overdo it with the oils. Take a look at the amount and types of layering you have with your products, and again, really focus on cleansing and hydration and keeping it simple. The third step, and something I think is really important, is not to overdo it with the home care routine, and just not overdo it with your skin in general with a lot of aggressive treatments or facials. Initially, you want to lay the groundwork. I think it's great to get recommended a few core products and just slowly start to introduce those to the routine and allow the skin to acclimate. You don't want to overdo it with a whole 6 or 7 step skincare routine in the beginning, and you always want to introduce new products slowly. I say give a new product 1 or 2 to even a couple weeks to kind of acclimate it before you introduce something else. Now, an important component of not overdoing it is saying no to overexfoliation and a ton of acids and, again, aggressive treatments. Exfoliation can be really important for oily skin, and a lot of times people who are acne prone have more oil in the skin. So yes, exfoliation is important, especially for those oily skin types, because the skin tends to shed more dead skin cells. So it's important you get rid of those so you don't have clogging in the follicle. But you want to be mindful of acids and peels. Chemical peels have been a really buzzworthy, trendy aspect of skincare, and I think that's because it gives the consumer a lot of power to have something in their home care, have something in their toolkit that they feel produces a strong result. I know we've all thought this at some point: if something is burning or tingling, it's working, and that is so far from the truth. It tends to just produce more inflammation, which leads to more acne. The thing is, with acne, you want to be very conscious of how much you are stimulating it. So that can be with heat, it can be with acids, it can be with massage, it can just be throwing too much at it where the skin is getting overly stimulated and it's sending you a message that this is not working for it. So be mindful that exfoliation and acids should be used in moderation. I feel like I can speak passionately about this because I was so that person who was addicted to overexfoliation and just overdoing it. I think oftentimes it's the people who are most obsessed with skincare and who are product junkies that develop a lot of irritation and struggles with tiny little breakouts, which is just a sign of, again, overdoing it. My acne was at its peak right before I started esthetician school and in the first half of esthetician school. Reason being, I was always somebody who was obsessed with skincare product. I would buy anything that, I liked the branding or that was new or that certain bloggers were talking about. I always wanted to try the next new thing, so that's something I would warn against. I think another reason, in addition to me throwing so much product at my skin, another reason I was breaking out was because when I went to esthetician school, all of a sudden we were given a new home care kit. So all of this professional product that we were using all at once. And on top of that, we started to do a bunch of treatments at school. So we were working on our facial massage, we were getting intense peels, and I think all of that was obviously just way too overstimulating. And that's something I just hear often from esthetician students, that they're breaking out because their skin is just trying to deal with all of this new product and new treatments. So it's something, if you're in esthetician school, that's kind of just part of the process, but it's something to keep in mind throughout your skin journey, or if you have clients who are having signs of breakouts and they're overdoing it with a lot of acids and such in their routine. The last tip I have is just one of encouragement. I want to tell you not to give up, and that there's a light at the end of the tunnel if you are struggling with acne, or if you have clients who are struggling with acne. A big piece of acne as a condition I don't feel is talked about enough is the emotional component. So if you have that added stress of feeling your skin is never going to be clear, you don't look how you used to look, you don't look like girls on Instagram or people in your class, and you get in that cycle of comparing yourself and not feeling confident in your own skin, feeling down, feeling depressed, it really only encourages the process of acne further. Acne is just one of the very well documented conditions that can occur from stress. So lots of things, lots of skin conditions are connected to your overall mental health. Rosacea, psoriasis, eczema, acne, they can all be triggered by a stress response. There is actually a whole field called psychodermatology that is really widely accepted in Europe. It hasn't quite become a thing in the States, but it has to do with psychologists and dermatologists working together to manage acne as a condition. So the fact that that exists is just a testament to how strong the connection is between mind and skin. If you also think about the fact that your blood vessels can expand when you get embarrassed, your whole face can become flushed just from something you've experienced emotionally in class. That used to happen to me all the time. I would get so embarrassed reading out loud and my whole face would get red. It is just proof of what a strong connection there is between what you're feeling and how it manifests in your skin. So I know this is so much easier said than done to just be happy. That's not necessarily what I'm saying. I'm also somebody, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm somebody who finds it really hard to relax, calm myself down. I'm very prone to anxiety or feeling guilty or feeling like I didn't do something good enough, and just holding on to that emotion and letting it fester. So trust me, I know the struggle, but what I would encourage you to do is to try to start incorporating things in your daily life that bring you relaxation and joy. So it can be going on walks, it can be dancing around the house, it can be singing in the shower, it can be making yourself a nice meal, it could be doing a little bit of meditation, it could be calling a best friend or your mom on the phone. All these little things. I know sometimes in the moment you don't want to do that, but I would encourage it just for your overall health and wellness. I think all of that stuff is so underrated. I think it's really ironic that I deal with an autoimmune disease, so lots of inflammation in the body, just like acne, which is inflammation and heat. I deal with both chronic stress and anxiety in this autoimmune disease. So it's something I notice flares up when I have a really stressful event, something like that. So it's something I try to proactively manage before I get to a point where I feel like breaking and I feel sad, and all that's okay, but I try to do things that keep me happy, that make me relax, just on an active, ongoing basis. So I hope that helps. The relaxation is huge. I tell my clients a lot of times the treatment is incredible, but also if you are somebody who's very stressed and dealing with acne, having that hour of a facial to lay down in a dark room, close your eyes, and just have that time for self-care and for yourself, I think that is such a big benefit that doesn't get enough praise. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap up the video here. Truly hope these tips were helpful for you. Please let me know what you thought in the comments, or as always, please feel free to leave a suggestion for a future video there as well. Let me know what you think. You guys know I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.